The following video is intended for the adult collector and is not recommended for children under the age of 13. Parental discretion is advised.
Hey guys, it's Rodimus Primal. I'm back in another video, and today, if you saw the disclaimer at the beginning of this video, you're probably realizing that yes, I am making the declaration that my channel is not intended nor aimed or directed at children under the age of 13. This whole COPPA thing, everybody has been talking about it. Everybody's been flipping about it because there's a lot of misinformation going on around because no one understands the full details. Lawyers, whom YouTube has been telling us to go and talk to, don't understand the full details. We've been reading the laws and trying to figure out like how all this is supposed to work. And to be quite, and some people are deleting their channels, and people are running frantic and wondering, well, what do I do? I don't know what to do. I don't want to get fined for $42,000. And well, hold on. That's why I'm making this video, because let's face it, YouTube right now is in an uproar because people are wondering like, well, I'm into Transformers, I'm into Legos, I'm into this, I'm into that. The bottom line is this, is if your content is aimed and directed at kids, that's the real concern when it comes down to it. Here, how do we get into this mess? Well, it all started when YouTube, well, really, Google decided that they were going to make a push for family-friendly content on YouTube. And by doing so, the market for people watching YouTube grew exponentially for kids under the age of 13. The problem is that the United States has a law called COPPA, which is what Google is guilty of going against. And what COPPA is supposed to do, it's supposed to protect the privacy of children. And it was later amended so that things that wouldn't be identifiable markers would end up affecting children under the age of 13. There, unfortunately, YouTube still collected the data with the knowledge that content is made out there here on YouTube by people who have channels who are directly aimed at kids. Nursery rhyme videos, videos where you're like, hey kids, see me review this toy. I am not aiming my content at kids, despite the fact there are cartoon characters in it, despite the fact there are toys. But this toy is clearly no longer for kids, especially when you consider what this toy transforms into. And the thing is, people are wondering, well, what do I do? I don't know what the FTC is going to do, and I don't want to be fined $42,000, so I'm just going to mark my entire channel as for kids, or I'm just going to delete all my videos because I can't, do this. Honestly, I say don't delete your channel. Clearly, I honestly say don't delete your channel. In fact, if anything, if you're really that scared, if you really feel that your content is aimed and directed at kids, then yeah, set your content that way. And when YouTube turned their system on, they actually marked a couple of my videos, specifically the ones that had my daughter in it, as for kids. And I kind of went, I can understand where they're coming from with that. And yeah, you know what? I'll just say that, better to be safe than sorry for those particular videos. And they're news videos. They're not really things that I have to worry about that people are not going to end up going and searching for. And, again, like toys like this, though, are not for kids. So at the end of the day, I decided, you know what? My content is not for kids. According to the law, it really isn't. But also it has to come down to data collection. Google is the one who is guilty and had to pay $170 million fine to the FTC. And then they went, okay, with that, it's the content creators' fault. Go after the content creators. Well, here's the problem with that. Google Analytics only reports so much information, even though they collect more information than that. Google is able to tell that you're pregnant by your buying habits. Google is able to tell that you like certain products, so they're going to market and try to sell you particular types of products based upon your own personality. They're the ones that know whether or not you are saying that you're under the age of 13, which, by the way, you shouldn't be watching my videos. You're under the age of 13 unless you have parental consent, and even then, you're not really my audience anyway. Because YouTube is a general audience site. And the thing is that COPPA is very vague. That's the problem with COPPA. But Google was fined $170 million because they were collecting data on knowing that kids specifically were watching certain videos and certain channels. And so those are the channels and videos that have to mark themselves as for kids. They are the ones that have to comply with the law. And I really feel bad because they lose comments, they lose channel memberships, they lose notifications, they lose personalized ads, they lose a lot. And almost too much. Really, honestly, they lose way too much. More than even COPPA even tells them that they're supposed to do, even what they're ruling. The only thing that the ruling basically said was you can't collect data for kids under the age of 13, and you can't. You have to tell you have to tell content creators that they need to mark their videos of whether or not they are for or not for kids. That's really what the compliance is. So knowing who your audience is. Now, according to Google Analytics, looking at my own personal channel, my channel is the biggest demographics I have under are 18 to 24. I have 24 to 34, and I have 34 to 44. Those are my big, large demographics. I, as a content creator, and all content creators on this platform, cannot see whether or not you're under the age of 13 and watching my video. The only way that you would be able to tell that you are under the age of 13 is if you left a comment on my video and said, well, I was born, before even the first Michael Bay film. And then to which I would say, get off my channel. And if you tell me that according to the law, and I've read what COPPA states, according to First Contact, if you were to actually say that, I have to delete your comment and I have to ban you from the channel. I can't let you watch my content once you have disclosed, because it's called point of first contact. That is something that I did take a look at. The other thing is that the FTC commissioners, they are actually fighting back and forth right now about child directed and child attractive. The problem is that child attractive content is everything. It's not just toys like this. It's not just Transformers Cyberverse toys. It's baseball. It's football. It's wrestling. It's toys in general. It's superheroes. It's video games. Kids are into a bunch of stuff. It could be mixed martial arts. It could be going and hiking, camping. Any of that stuff could be child attractive. So the problem is that there are idiots who don't understand the difference between child directed and child attractive. They want to put kids in a bubble. You really can't put kids in a bubble. They like a different variety of things. The thing is that if a content creator is saying, I don't make content for kids, then you really can't say otherwise. If the largest demographic of people who watch those videos are kids, which I know my audience, that's not them, then that's where the FTC is sitting there going, well, you said your content is not made for kids and we can tell. I can't tell. Honestly, you know how I know? Because I've been to different conventions. I've been to New York Comic Con. I've been to RetroCon. And I'm going to New Jersey Collectors Convention this weekend. I'm going to be there on Saturday. And I know who my audience is because I've met many of them. They're adult collectors. Adult collectors are fans. Now, here's the thing. Does this mean the FTC is not going to come after content creators? They can. They still probably will. They're probably going to start off with the big dogs, because what they need is they need a test case. They need a big content creator who makes content for kids, who says that their content is not made for kids and is clearly, and they're not complying with the law, and then the FTC could come after them because YouTube went, here, go after our creators. We don't care about them. We really don't care about them. We say we care about them. We demonetize them if they swear, which, by the way, I'm going to say right now, I'm not going to swear in my videos. I don't care. I am a general audience aimed at the adult collector channel. And I don't want to have my videos not be friendly enough that everybody can watch, because my audience is open to everybody. I'm on the web. I'm on YouTube. But I know that my audience, the majority of my audience, are adult collectors, and those are the people whom I aim my content at, and that's who I'm going to continue to aim my content at. That being said, I also know that the adult collectors don't really like my toy reviews because they don't watch them. So I'm probably not going to be doing toy reviews, but I will be doing Transformers news, and I will be doing more Transformers discussions. In fact, I'll have one before Thanksgiving, coming very soon, and I'll be very happy about that one. But at the same time, I'm still going to produce content on this channel. I am not going to I don't intend to go anywhere anytime soon. I intend to continue to make content that you guys like. That being said, where do I go? Where do I fit from here? Well, this is what a lot of YouTube content creators are going to be doing. You're going to be seeing a lot of advertisement for sponsors like VPNs and Dollar Shave Clubs and all those different paid promotions or whatever. Like, this video is sponsored by blah blah. I don't have any sponsors. Okay, what I do have is I do have patrons and I have channel members. I have my channel memberships open on the channel, and I'm thankful for those of you who are my channel members. And I also have a Patreon. You guys are more than welcome to be one of my patrons. It doesn't mean that you have to, but you can. And it helps me out a great deal because I don't have to worry about if they turn around and say and pull the plug on everything. But I also know that I have merchandise. You can see the merchandise tray. I have this t-shirt available for sale. You can get mugs, you can get hoodies, and I also have another t-shirt, and I have a third design for a t-shirt that I'm going to be having coming soon as well. I want to make some cool stuff because I am a graphic designer as well, and I want to make some cool stuff for you guys. And on top of that, I also have a second channel, Rodimus Primal Talks, where I intend to start talking a lot more about stuff that's not related to Transformers, because I want to, rant about Star Wars, and I want to rant about Godzilla, and I want to rant about Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario and video games and whatever, and I have a second outlet for that purpose. So I don't intend to have all of my eggs in one basket, because I understand that, I may have to put my content maybe on another platform, maybe things like Minds or BitChute, or there's a whole bunch of platforms out there that I can post my content to. And I still have my Facebook, and my Twitter, and my Instagram, and I want to be able to communicate with my audience. And I also know who my audience is. So what do I recommend for everybody who's out there right now? I recommend, honestly, if you're a YouTuber and you're scared and you really think that your content is directed at kids, then mark your content directed at kids. You think your content is not directed at kids, you know who your audience is, you know who your general audience is, then say that your content is not made for kids and put the disclaimer. I put the disclaimer here on this video, and I'm going to put a disclaimer on my about page that no, this that this channel is not aimed or directed at kids. If there are videos that are kind of directed at kids, then you're going to lose out. And I'm going to have a couple of older videos that are going to end up losing out because, you can kind of argue and say, well, maybe that video in particular is directed at kids. Fine. I don't also, as a content creator, I don't collect data on kids. I don't have access to data collected on kids. Google does. YouTube does. And they don't let me see it. So as a content creator, there's that's the line that's I don't have access or I'm not privy to. But I also recommend that you do this. I'm going to leave a link in the description for helping out the channels for people who, or for anybody, really, everybody who's on YouTube needs to do this. You need to go and you need to sign this petition by, there's an actual lawyer, Jeremy Johnson, I think his name is, and he actually has a YouTube channel, and he has this petition that he's going with to save family-friendly content on YouTube. Because family-friendly content on YouTube, I'm sorry, but if family-friendly content gets disappears from the channel, from the platform, it's going to affect kids in a negative way, and let me explain to you how. And this is something that you need to say to the FTC, which is another link I'm going to leave in the description. You need to leave a comment, and not an FU FTC, but a legitimate comment to the FTC. If family-friendly content disappears, and all that's left is people making either the general audience stuff or the not family-friendly at all content, kids are still going to come onto YouTube. They will still find a way to watch videos on YouTube. And they're going to watch stuff that you, the irresponsible parent, are not going to want them to watch. They're going to have curse words. They're going to be doing stuff that you don't want them to do. They're going to be doing and they're going to see the targeted advertisement that you really don't want them to see because of the not family-friendly content. So, who are you protecting? You're not protecting your kids if you chase family-friendly content off of YouTube. So you need to sign the petition that we need to save family-friendly content. In addition, you need to leave a well-detailed, well-articulated, not swear-word-friendly comment on the FTC's link that I'm going to leave in the link in the description to help them understand. You are only going to chase away people who otherwise want to create good family-friendly content, and you're only going to hurt YouTube in the long run. And it's not for the benefit of children if family-friendly content disappears. So again, I'm going to leave the link in the description, and I want to let you guys know I'm still making content. I'm still making videos. And I know who my audience is, and I know who it's aimed and directed as. And that's where I stand with it. I know some other YouTube content creators are doing the same thing. They're saying the same thing. I'm not going to start swearing in my videos more than just the, what's already in Transformers the movie. And, even Michael Bay's Transformers movies are filled with swear words. I don't intend to do that. But I do know where my content stands, and I do know where it should go. And I really feel for those who are making kid-centered content, because their content is the stuff that's going to end up disappearing off the platform. And I don't want to see that happen because it's going to hurt more than it's going to help. But I want to know what you guys think. Of course, you can leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well. Stay tuned for more. Check out my merch and all my social media platforms. But also, please, please, please sign the petition. Leave a well thought out, detailed comment on the FTC's website and help save this platform, because otherwise it could implode. And I don't want to see it implode. I know, and to the content creators who are scared, don't delete your videos. Don't delete your channel. If you really think that your content is aimed at kids, then fine, say it's directed at kids. But please, stay on the platform. In that, or we're going to have to find something else. Because at the end of the day, that's all we can do. But, you guys have an awesome day. And as always, guys, until next time, till all are one.